First team foul of the period.
Hello everyone and welcome to this junior varsity matchup between the Nixa Eagles and the Central Bulldogs at the Pit in Central High School. I'm Brady Richard, and game started around 2 minutes ago. Started a bit late. We're sorry for that. It was some technical difficulties, but we're okay now. Colt McCoy hits to a cutting Gritio, blocked in the paint. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson moving in transition up to Brewer, and it is too fast for him, out of reach and out of bounds. Be Eagle basketball. Eagles now press break, full court pass to Miller. Miller goes up off the side of the backboard, gets his own rebound. Sights now deep in the corner, guarded by number 30. Bucket's no good. Up to Jackson. Jackson moving through the lane and loses the ball out of bounds. Turnover, Nixa basketball. Now for the Bulldogs is Brewer, passes it up. Tipped away by Sights. Sights in transition. Open layup is good, and we'll get the first point on the board for this game. Owen Sights lays it up and down on the other end for Nixa. Now he tips it away from Jackson. He'll get it back. Brewer moving inside, kicks it out to Nathaniel Green, who will give it to Jackson back inside now. Hop stepping through the lane, puts up a shot, won't go, rebounded. Ball is on the ground now, picked up by Oaf, tipped out from behind, and Brewer gets called for the reach. Be his first foul of the game. Almost halfway through this first quarter. Junior varsity game starting a lot later than usual, actually. A ref couldn't make it to the freshman game due to weather, and Jackson in transition, soaring through the air and scoring all the way to the rim. 2-2 now. Oaf swings it across, sights for three, no good. Rebounded by Oaf. He'll try to put it up on the reverse, won't go. Rebounded by Clark. It'll be Central basketball. Sorry for the no scoreboard as well. Having technical difficulties with that. It will be back up by the varsity game, though. McCoy up to Miller to a cutting Sights, up and under and one. Finish for Owen Sights. Sights' fourth point of the game, the only points for Nixa so far. It's 4-2. The score, and Sights will look to make it 5-2 here. And he will. 5-2 now, Nixa. Jackson brings it up for Central, gives it over to Brewer. Brewer pressured by Liddell. Now kick back out. Clark in the corner, trapped. Finds Jackson, who gives it to Green inside. Swung over to Brewer. Brewer try three-pointer in, nail it. Now Central brings the pressure. Liddell will break it up to Oaf, to a cutting Miller. Miller, right-hand layup on the left side. We'll get it done. 7-5 now. Jackson takes on the screen from Green. Brewer driving through the lane, floats it up and just around and out, rebounded by McCoy. Green looks to be in a bit of pain. Sights, set to McCoy, now Liddell, guarded by Jackson. Doesn't take the screen from Miller, moves baseline, tipped away to the hands of McCoy. Tipped around back from Jackson, but foul called. Jackson's first of the game, or his third Central foul of the game. And some changes for the Eagles. Logan Preston will sub in for Grady Oaf. Liddell looking for anyone, finds Sights in the corner, fading away from three off the back iron, rebounded by Liddell though, and he kicks it out to Preston. Sights will take it back out. Tries to spin through the lane, gets the ball stripped away from him, somehow is in the hands of Miller. Miller moving now, step through shot, won't go. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson moving in transition, Euro stepping through the lane, short on the attempt. Now Sights. Good move inside, brings it back out, pass to Miller, and Miller will finish at the hole. And Jackson seems to be injured on the other end. We're gonna let them tend to him, and we'll be back. We're back. They're looking at Triton Jackson now on the bench with the trainers. We'll hope he's okay. Big matchup tonight, obviously. He's big piece off the bench for the Central Varsity team. Also his birthday as well, so prayers up for him, and we'll hope he's okay. Central on the other end now. Clark driving baseline, kicks it out to Green in the corner. Green moving through the lane, just hands it off to Nathaniel Green. And he will go up and get the foul. So Nathaniel Green will head to the line. Score is 9-5. And Nixa leads by 4. Now 9-6. Looking at Jackson over there, it's looking like his ankle. That's what they're feeling at. He would make the second free throw as well, so cut the score 9-7. Liddell swings it over to Sights. Sights to the corner, Preston for three, good. Logan Preston, first shot up and first shot in. Brewer, guarded by Sights, given over to Tayshawn Clark. Now on the corner, he'll shoot a deep three in the corner. Off the back rim and rebounded by McCoy. Liddell, no look pass to Sights. Preston in the corner, back over to Liddell at the top of the key. Sights once again. Inside to Gibson. Gibson, turnaround jumper is good. And tried to pass it over to Brown, and tips out of bounds. 14-7 is the score. Nixa leads. Try to update it as much as possible with the scoreboard. The difficulties we're facing. 23 seconds left on the clock. This is a cutting Clark cannot be hit, and ball will sail out of bounds. 19.7 seconds left, Nixa basketball. So it'll be Sights bringing it up, and they'll more than likely look for the last shot. Liddell now 10 seconds. 5. Liddell guarded by Brewer, over to Sights. Sights needs to get a shot up, pull up top of the key, off the back rim, and that is how the quarter will end. 14-7. Nixa Eagles lead the Central Bulldogs by 7. We'll be back after this short break. Back from the end of the first quarter break, start of the second. 14-7, Nixa leads the Central Bulldogs. If just now joining, I am Brady Richard.
Substitutions for violation, technical foul on Central, 2 shots.
And a technical foul called on the Bulldogs. Substitutions. So Sights will shoot 2 at the line. Made the first one. Second one is good as well. Also be Nixa basketball. Now some more confusion. Refs will meet up at center court. Here we are now, Sights. Liddell over to Presson. Presson swings it back around, inside feed to Gibson, and travel called. Just sped up there, took a step too early. Right call from the referee. Now for Central, number 15, Juan Bradford, I think. Now Presson for Nixa. Moves over to Sights. Sights back to Presson. Now Sights again. Liddell. Feed inside to Gibson. He'll move around in the paint, kick it back out. Sights will give it back to Gibson, and the 15-footer will be no good. Rebound by Colt McCoy, and a foul will be called.
Personal fouls on Central, number 20 and 33. That's his first. First team foul for Barry.
Liddell will pass it in. Finds opposite corner, and it's Owen Sights. Tries to pass it inside to Gibson, and it's taken away by Matt Potter. So Central will have it on the other end. Swinging around Clark. Now Brewer in the corner. His three-pointer is good. His second one of the game, and that will cut the lead to 6, 16-10. Now the Eagles lead. Presson on the opposite logo will give it up to Sights. Liddell will pull a deep three. Hit with the back rim and out. Presson tries to get the rebound, but he can't. Picking it up for the Bulldogs will be Bradford. And giving up to Brewer. He's had the hot hand so far for Central from deep. Now Potter. As McCoy takes it away up the sights. Sights in transition. One man to beat, and he will lay it up and in with his left hand this time. Brewer will bring it down the court quickly and hand it off to Bradford. Bradford inside to Green. Moving inside on McCoy. Up and under. And bouncing. Good move inside from Nathaniel Green. Presson. Dell now. Presson tries a deep three over the top of the backboard and turnover on Nixa. (18-12), 4 minutes 30 seconds left in the second quarter, excuse me. And travel is called on Kawan Bradford. Braylon Smith in the game now for Nixa. Colt McCoy will try the mid-range, won't go, tipped around, and it's in the hands of Miller. Each tries the putback. No good. Brewer on the other end gives it up to Brown. Round to Bradford, inside to Green. Green moves through the paint, puts up a shot, won't go. Tadlock, and it looked like it was off of him, but it'll stay the Central ball. Inbound now to Brewer. Moving through the lane, pushing around and kicks it out. Brown now puts up the floater off the top of the glass. What a finish from Brown with the contact. Cuts the lead for these Eagles to 4. Smith gives it up to Seitz. Smith now, corner three. No good, rebounded by Brewer. Brewer passes over in transition. Back to Brewer. Brewer now driving inside, moving through the lane, and travel called. So he was trying, it looked like to Euro step, and then it got messed up once he made contact. With 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the second quarter as Smith kicks it out to Seitz. Seitz moving baseline, denied at the rim by Tayshawn Clark. Stays in the hands of Liddell. Now got to Smith. Liddell three-pointer off the back iron into the hands of Tadlock. Up to Brewer now. Moving and goes up on Liddell. Foul is called down low. Feet, or no, charge was called down low. So Eagle basketball. Looks like Liddell may have shifted there. I thought it was a foul on him. Sights in the corner, double team now out to Smith. Braylon Smith over to Grady Oaf. McCoy back over. Sights will bring it back out. Inside feed to Miller. Miller tries the mid-range, and he will go. 20-14 now. That's Cameron Miller's 6th point of the game. Brewer will get the screen from Green. Now Clark moving baseline. Euro stepping through the lane. Up and in. Block is called under the rim, but it will be waved off. Inbound to Brewer. corner is Clark, guarded by Oaf. Brown inside now, cross court to Brewer. Brewer three-pointer, no good, rebounded by Oaf. Oaf moves quick, gives it to Seitz in the corner. He'll take it back out. 1 minute, 30 seconds left. As tried to get the dish inside to McCoy and is tipped out of bounds. Inbound to the opposite corner is Owen Seitz. Now to Smith. Corner, Oaf. Back out. Deep three-pointer from Seitz, dead on and out. Full court press, run on Clark. Tadlock gets the ball at mid-court, gives it back to Clark. Feeds it inside to Green, and Green gets a routine layup inside. Smith will dribble the ball off his foot, and it'll be Central basketball. 53.7 left in this quarter. 16-20, Nixa leads. Picks up his dribble, gives it up to Brewer. Brewer moving in, dumps it off. Over to Green. Green three-pointer is good. And that cuts the lead for the Eagles to 1. .30 seconds left in this quarter. And Nixa looks to hold the ball. As Braylon Smith gives it up to Cameron Miller. Now over the top to McCoy. McCoy's blocked by Green. He gets his own rebound though. Oaf swings it out. Seitz. Step back three, no good. Rebounded by Green in transition. Picks up his dribble. 2 seconds left. Tayshawn Clark at the buzzer, no good. Your score at the end of the first half is 20-19. The Nixa Eagles lead the Central Bulldogs by 1 here at the Pit. We'll be back after this halftime break. Hello everyone and welcome to this second half of this junior varsity matchup between the Nixa Eagles and the Central Bulldogs here at the pit. Score is 19-20. The Nixa Eagles lead by 1 after a three-pointer from Central that cut it to one from Nathaniel Green at the end of the first half. Still no scoreboard. We're trying to get it updated and working by the varsity game, hopefully. Liddell kicks it out to Miller. Miller, baseline drive. Reverse layup is good, and that is the first points of the second half for either teams. Makes the lead 3 for the Eagles. Tayshawn Clark kicks it out to Nathaniel Green. Green is 9 points. Three-pointer is no good, though. And foul called on Jalen Liddell trying to get the rebound from Tayshawn Clark. Clark in the corner, moving inside on McCoy, loses the ball in the hands of Liddell. Liddell coast to coast. Can't finish at the rim though. Pass up and out of bounds. Stands are filling up here. They're expecting a sold-out gym for this varsity matchup. Said to be the COC Conference Championship, 2 of the best teams in it. Pass up and travel is called on number 22, Trevon Brown, a 5'9" junior guard. Liddell brings it up for Nixa, guarded by Brown. Feed inside to McCoy. He'll try the long 2, and it was off the mark. Rebounded by Matt Potter. Clark passes to Brown, and it sails out of bounds. Liddell over to Seitz. Seitz, guarded by Brewer, gives it up to Miller. Miller moving through the paint, out to the corner. Liddell in the corner, guarded heavily by Brown. Good defense over there. Now McCoy tries to move in the paint, can't get it to go, and out Miller. Three-pointer is way short. Saved by Oaf, and somehow stays Nixa basketball, fighting on the line. Now Seitz moving through the lane and finishes all the way at the hole. Very odd possession there. Swatted by Colt McCoy. Oh my goodness. Came out of nowhere. I mean, I'm sitting next to Evan Bray here. He's running our camera, and I was looking down at the roster. I look over, and he just sends the ball. If it weren't for the wall there, I think it would have been in the stands. So Nixa leads 24-19. Timeout is called. We'll be back after this break. Back from the timeout, Nixa leads by 5. Central Bulldogs basketball. As Brewer moving through the lane, pulls up from the free throw line and crazy shot from him. Looked a bit off balance, but he gets it to work. Now moving for Nixa, pull-up jumper from Miller. It's no good, rebounded by Oaf, and it's short on the putback attempt as well. Clark on the rebound. So to Bradford. Bradford stepping through the lane, and travel is called. Sights now guarded by Brown over Liddell. Central bringing on the pressure. Sights gets right past it, moves through the lane. Out to Oaf on the three-point line. He loses control. Into the hands of Sights. Sights tumbling. Has enough power to swing it over to Liddell. Liddell now moves through the lane. Kick out to Sights. Moving through the lane now, up and under. I can't get it to roll in. Rebounded by McCoy, and he does the dirty work inside. 26-21 now. That's McCoy's first points of the game. Just surprising. He's such a good part of this team. Dead eye. Number 15, Kawan Bradford. That was on from the moment it left his fingertips. I knew that one was in. Cuts the lead to 2. Nixa still with the lead. Low scoring game so far. Nixa put up around 70 or 80 points in the first quarter in the freshman matchup. Liddell, long two-pointer, gets it to go. Well, they counted it 3 for now. I think they'll change it though. Brown working on Sights. Moves it on over. Now into the hands of Brewer. Brewer near the timeline. Pressure brought on and right into the hands of Sights, but he just goes and tips it out of bounds. They're keeping it as a 3 for now, so Nixa will lead by 5. Brown, guarded by Sights, gives it up to Brewer. Brewer moving inside on Liddell, up off the glass and in through the contact. Good take from Nathan Brewer now, 3-point lead. Broke the trap into Miller, kick out. Liddell steps right into the three-pointer off the front. Iron foul is called on the loose ball, and it will be Nixa basketball. The foul's called on Nathan Brewer, his second foul of the game. John Tadlock subbing in the game. He's 6'7" sophomore. Sights gets the screen over now. Liddell tries again, same exact spot, and that one is butter from the three-point line. 6-point lead now for the Eagles. Foul called on Grady Oaf, trying to steal the ball away from Kawan Bradford. Bradford moving inside on Miller. Gives it up to Nathaniel Green. Pull-up jumper on Oaf was fouled. Hold on the shot. He'll head to the free throw line for 2. And that's Oaf's third foul, so they'll send Logan Presson to the scores table to sub it. Cuts the lead to 5 there, 32-27. Can make it here and cut it to 4. Logan Presson so far this game has 3 points on the night. 1 3-pointer. Liddell swings it over to Seitz. Miller now. Liddell outside, steps in for the mid-range, and that is his shot. That's a second one made of the game. Now up and tipped away from Preston, but it will stay Central basketball. 1 minute, 1 second left in the third quarter. The Eagles kept their lead by 7. Clark goes up through the contact and can't get it to fall. Eagles basketball, 45 seconds left. Liddell inside, Miller hacked at. He wanted a foul there. None called. Liddell driving baseline inside to Miller. He's blocked by Tadlock, but foul is called.
Personal foul, 23 Central, Braylon Sutton. Now come on for Central, team 1.
Miller will make the first free throw. 35-27, can make it 36. And he will. Now 9-point lead for the Eagles. Clark, and travel is called on him, trying to bring the ball up the court. Pressure brought on from Seitz to force it. Eagles holding the ball now, 20 seconds left. Liddell working on Bradford, 10 now. Moving inside, kicks it to the corner. Preston deep in the corner. Won't fall, rebounded by Miller, and he won't make it at the buzzer. Extend the lead to 11 right at the end. 38-27. Nixa leads at the end of the third quarter, fourth quarter underway. We'll be back after this break. Fourth quarter now, starting 38-27. The Eagles lead by 11. Liddell gives it to Miller, who moves through the lane, puts up the floater, somehow gets it to go. Awkward shot from him. Makes the lead 12. What was a 1-point game at the half, the Eagles extended to an 11-point game now. Nathaniel Green picks up his dribble, guarded by Miller. Brewer, three-pointer is off the mark. Foul called, though, on offense. I believe is on Tayshawn Clark.
Now making for Central number 22.
That was on Tadlock, excuse me. Seitz moving on Brewer, and foul is called
Personal foul number 14 of Central Nathan Brewer. Third personal.
Be Brewer's third foul of the game. Also has 10 points. Tied for leading scoring for the Bulldogs. Nathaniel Green is 10 as well. Miller gives it to Liddell. Screen now. Guarded by Brown, and he'll lose the ball out of bounds. Good defense there from Trevon Brown. Brewer dumps off to Clark, and through the contact, finishes at the rim. 6 minutes left in the quarter. Liddell kicks to the corner. Cameron Miller gives inside Maddox Gibson. Gibson tries to go up, taken away from Clark. Foul called on Gibson on the press. Second of the game for him. Inbound to Brewer, guarded heavily by Liddell. Shot no good. Now Sights in transition, pressing. Goes up on Green and banks it home. Extends the lead to 12. Now up Green, kicks it out. Moving inside, up, and fouled and attacking the rim. He'll head to the charity stripe. Shoot two, 5 minutes, 10 seconds left in this game. 41-29 is your score.
At the line for Central, Trevon Brown.
Second free throw is good, cuts the lead to 11. Liddell up to Gibson. He loses control and travel is called. So it'll be Central basketball, 5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Guarded heavily by Liddell. Good defense from Liddell. Strips it away at half court now. Moving in transition. Puts up the left-hand layup and is fouled at the rim. Number 22, Trevon Brown.
Going to the line from Nixa, Live.
Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Green into the hands of Clark. Moving in transition now, dumps it off. Good pass to Bradford. And that was all orchestrated by Trevon Brown, able to dump it off while he was heading to the rim. Liddell moving inside, left it short at the hole. And Tayshawn Clark will have it now for Central. Kicks it out, steps right into the three-pointer, and it's good from deep. Number 15, Kawalin Bradford. Liddell, cross-court pass to Gibson. He's blocked inside by Clark, and he'll get his rebound as well. Now Green is moving and tries to step into the three again, and travel called on Kawalin Bradford. So after all of that, 42-35 is the score. Nixa still leads, but Central making a case to come back here As this fourth quarter winds down, almost halfway done. Miller now fouled to go into the rim. Foul will be on Tayshawn Clark, his third of the game. Miller. First shot now is no good. Second one is no good as well, so can't convert at the free throw line, so the lead stays 7 for Nixa. Moving inside, puts up a shot. Thought he was fouled. It's number 22, Brown. Sights three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Bradford now. Wide open lane to the rim. Goes up and fouled at the hole by Sights. That was Trevon Brown heading all the way to the rack, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2. 3 minutes, 22 seconds left in the game. So 42-26, Nixa leads by 6. 3 minutes, 22 seconds left in this game. We'll be back after this short break. Back from the 30-second timeout, 42-36. Nixa leads. Here at the three-point line is Trevon Brown. 4 points on the night, makes it 5 there, and cuts the lead to 5 as well for the Central Bulldogs. Pass in the danger zone and is stolen away and put up by Brown and cuts the lead to 3. So what was once a 12-point lead for the Eagles is cut to 3 in a blink of an eye as Presson knocks down the three-pointer there, and pass out of bounds will give Nixa possession once again. Ref speaking on if it will be Nixa ball or not, and it will be. Nixa got their 6-point lead back from that Preston three-pointer. Sights working on Brewer, moving inside now, spin move out Preston. Sights moving inside, blocked by Green. Central has numbers in transition. Green can't keep control of the ball, and it's taken away by Liddell. Liddell on Brown, takes it up and is fouled going to the rim.
Personal fouls on Central, number 22, Trevon Brown. That's his second. Now line Nixa.
45-39, Nixa leads by 6. Liddell looking to make it 7 or 8 here, depending on how many free throws he can make. He makes the first one. That foul there was on Brown, his second of the game. And he will make the second one as well. So 47-39. Nixa leads by 8. Full timeout called by Coach Miller of the Eagles. We'll be back after this short break. 2 minutes 36 seconds left in the game in this junior varsity matchup. Inbounded to Brewer. Brewer gives it to Green now. Bradford over to Brown. Brown is guarded by Seitz, pressing up on him. Directing traffic is Brown. Trying to find an opening, moves inside on Oaf and gets the foul called. Heading to the rim. With that, he'll head to the free throw line. Oaf was a bit confused with that call. Oaf's fourth of the game. Second one no good, so lead will stay at 8. Liddell will move in transition, give it off to Oaf. Now moving inside is Presson. Presson, strong take to the rim, extends the lead to 10. Now dangerous pass taken away by Liddell. Miller inside, embraces the contact and bounces it off the glass and in. Brewer runs into a wall of defenders and is the foul called.
Personal foul number 23, Cameron Miller.
First free throw is good from Brewer. And Central will unload the bench. Now in the game, John Tadlock, Matt Potter, and Maurice Vaughn. Liddell picks up his dribble near half court. 1 minute, 27 seconds left in this game. Seitz moves inside, can't get the left-hand layup to go. Rebound by Presson in the corner, and he will pass it overhead to Liddell. As Nixa leads by 11, looks like they'll just try to waste as much time as they can right here. Seitz working on Potter, moves inside through the lane all the way to the rim. Is Owen Seitz. His 15th point of the game. Hand it off to Brewer. Brewer moving through the lane, extends the arm, but travel is called. Foul is called on Nathan Brewer. Liddell at the line now. Make the first free throw. And into the game now for Nixa, number 20, Sam Kranz, number 31, Jacob Hackley, Carter Mabe, and Mathen Ajayi as well. Rebound, Hackley, dump off to Ajayi, can't make the layup inside, and tries to kick it out to Mabe, and it will almost go out of bounds, but backcourt called. Inbound to Brewer. And foul called on Liddell. 31 seconds left in this game.
Personal foul on Nixa number 0, Liddell.
First free throw from Brewer is good.
Number 2, Kevon Flint.
So Smith will have the ball. Give it over to Kranz. And Nixa will just look to hold the ball here. And his clock is winding down now, 10 seconds. And the Nixa Eagles will defeat the Central Bulldogs in the second game of the night. 54-42 is your final score. Nixa wins by 12. The varsity matchup is underway, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in around 10 or 15 minutes for that game. Stay tuned. Me and Aiden Hopkins will be on that call. We'll be back.
Hello everyone and welcome here to James Ball Gymnasium at the pit. Aiden Hopkins alongside my partner Brady Richard between the Nixa Eagles taking on the Central Bulldogs. This game is going to be a great one between two really great basketball programs. Central coming off a finish in 3rd place in Class 6 last year, and the Eagles looking to keep their Central Ozark Conference streak dating all the way back to February 4th, 2020, still intact. Brady, what is going to be the keys to this game for this one?
I think Nixa, they got to move in transition, and that's really how they work this game in. We saw against Parkview a couple of weeks ago. We saw it against Kickapoo. Whenever they work in transition and they're able to get defensive stops, they can beat good teams like those, and they can really get a quick start, and that helps them throughout the whole entire game.
Eagles come into this one with only 2 losses on the year, 21-2 is their record. 2 losses coming to Bolivar and Park Hill, and both of those games were in the favor, I guess only Park Hill. Park Hill was in the favor of Nixa Eagles up until the last moment exactly, and that Bolivar game, it was just pure dominance for the Liberators from the start.
Yeah, that Bolivar game, really the only bad game I'd say the Eagles have played this year. I mean, Parkview you consider a bad second half, I guess, but the whole game, they seem solid, so if they can start this game off quick and finish it, and Central, what I've watched from them this year, if they start off slow, that's kind of how they are for the whole entire game. So Central, they need to start off quick. This Eagle team as well, because both these teams thrive off energy, getting stops, and moving in transition.
So it's very loud in here if you can't tell, as that's always the case here in the pit. Such a great environment, such a cool opportunity to play in this gym. Nixa Eagles taking on the Central Bulldogs coming up next.
This is the main event of the evening, and will be for first place in the Central Ozark Conference Beast Division. Please welcome our guests, the Nixa Eagles. Undefeated in the COC. Make some noise for the Bulldogs. School Activities Association, and the first guideline is sportsmanship. Let's have some fun, but keep it fun. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you please stand as you're able. Gentlemen, please remove your caps, covers, and hats out of respect as we all come together as one nation, one country, one family with our national anthem. Tonight being performed by the Central High School Chorale under the direction of Mr. E.
We
Nixa Eagles. A senior at 6 feet, number 1, Bryce Foster. A senior at 6 feet, number 2, Kevon Flint. A 6'1" junior, number 3, Randy Flint. A senior at 6'3", number 11, Chase Coles. And 6'4" sophomore, number 21, Adam Midnight. Beast mode.
Welcome back to the pit. Aiden Hopkins alongside my partner Brady Richard. A share of this, actually an outright win of the COC East on the line. And if Nixa continues to dominate, they can continue on their undefeated streak in the Central Ultra Conference dating back to 2020. McKnight, Kevon Flint, Randy Flint, Foster, and Combs is starting five for the Eagles. Tips won by the Central Bulldogs after a little bit, and he'll be controlled by the Bulldogs. Pittman to bring it up here for the Central Bulldogs. Epps guarded by Flint. Immediately taken away by Randy Flint. Randy Flint looking for the most steals in a season record. The man who holds it, the head coach of the Central Bulldogs, Jordan Epps.
Yeah, Randy Flint, he makes his defensive presence known early there. We all know he's a great defender, as you mentioned with that stat right there. But even against Bolivar, I feel like one of the reasons Nixa went down is because they didn't have Randy Flint. He was sick that game. He contributes a lot to this team, especially his defensive presence, and there he makes it known right there, early.
So that one was swatted away by Pittman, so it'll be Foster to throw it in here for the Eagles. Last time these two teams met, it was a buzzer-beating 2-point shot from the Eagles that put it within 1, but Central didn't have to inbound, and that's how the game ended. Combs spinning on Pittman. Tries to split the defense, but can't. Stripped away into the hands of Jordan Pittman. Pittman in transition, poked from behind by Kevon Flint.
Good hustle play from Flint there. Let's up possibly a putback attempt from Walker, maybe a layup from Pittman, but negates all of that and makes them earn it now.
Epps to throw it in for the Bulldogs. Was looking inside to Walker, but it wasn't there, so he'll have to give it up to Sanford. Sanford to Pittman now. We near a minute here, and neither team has scored. Keon Epps controls, driving in the lane, hop step. Travel should have been called, but wasn't. Rebounded by Kevon Flint. Kevon Flint, screened by McKnight. He'll take it off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Pittman. Another questionable travel call in the corner to Holland. Holland will drive, give it up to Sanford. Sanford spinning, back out to Holland. Holland screened by Epps screened by Walker. He'll get the ball now, driving, pull-up jumper from the elbow, no good. Rebounded by Randy Flint.
And earlier in that possession, I'm a bit confused. Holland didn't take a three-pointer. He was wide open, no one within like 5 feet of him, but decided to take it in.
Randy Flint driving, reverse for the first 2 of the game. Eagles lead by 2.
And he's been heating up lately on offense as well. He scored double digits in a lot of the last games, and there gets the first points of the game. Good baseline drive and takes Holland to the ground as well.
Walker over to Keon Epps. He spins out and keeps Kevon Flint on him. Into the corner, Pittman. No. Excuse me, that was Sanford. Kevon Flint guarded by Epps. Now to Combs. Combs a deep 3. 5-0 Eagles lead.
Combs has been in a bit of a shooting dry spell, I feel like, lately. He hasn't been able to hit as many deep threes since that Parkview game. But there, gets it started early, and if he gets hot, I mean, you might as well end the game right there because he just gets on a roll.
Holland spinning out to Pittman. They're going to say it was tipped. So Pittman will keep it now. 5-0 Eagles lead.
And one thing this Nixa team needs to do on defense is contain Keon Epps. It feels like everyone he plays, just the pace that he keeps with the game, he just plays and nothing speeds him up, especially in that Tournament of Champions. I saw him so good at work.
Epps swings down Holland. Holland hits it. 5-3. Eagles lead. Gives up to Combs. Screen by McKnight. Combs, pull-up jumper. 7-3. And he looks so good so far.
Yeah, and I was talking about it with my dad actually the other day about how high he jumps on his jump shot, and it's talking about the length that he has, and there it just gets put on display how high he can jump, just get over defenders.
Kevon Flint all by himself, and rebounded by Walker. Walker, a two-way center. Foul will be called. Walker, a player that can shoot and finish at the rim. He is one of the best centers in the area, if not the best. Last year, he had his way with McKnight, and I think that was McKnight's thing coming to this game, is that he wants to limit him as much as possible, as Walker has some blood, so he's going to have to come off for a second. Now we're going to have to see Trevor Wilson come in early.
Yeah, and they want to get that one cleaned up as quick as possible. Even saying he's a big part of this team, not one of the best centers in the area, so him and McKnight's going to be a dogfight all night, and they're going to want to get him back in this one quick.
Pittman driving. He'll be fouled on the way up. He'll go line to shoot 2. That foul's going to be charged to Kevon Flint, his first person. Also a hot hand for the Eagles so far, sitting on the second seat of the bench, Lane Meltebarger. Well, I guess second for the players, I should say. I mean, he has been so good recently, and whenever he comes to this game, excited to see if he continues that streak. First free throw from Pittman is good, cuts the lead to 3.
Yeah, Meltebarger, he had those 8 good points against Kickapoo and then had a good scoring night the next night as well against Lebanon and then Glendale too. It's been 3 games in a row for him now, so like you said, he can come in and contribute to this game as he has so well this season.
Second free throw's good. 7-5's the score now as we near the halfway point of the first period. Eagles up 7-5 over the Central Bulldogs. COC championship on the line. McKnight puts his shoulder down. Foul will be called on Wilson. I don't think that's a foul either.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Looks like Wilson just kind of big-bodied him down low, and McKnight ran into a brick wall.
You can hear the disagreements of everyone here.
Man, is it loud in here? I can barely hear myself in these headphones.
It's like Cameron Indoor. McKnight out to Randy Flint. McKnight hasn't got much offensively right now. Randy Flint. Now McKnight driving through a body. He can't finish, but he'll go line to shoot 2. And that's going to be Wilson's quick second. We're happy that it's not Walker there in the position.
I'm not a big basketball fan either.
Yeah, McKnight will head to the line, but Walker at the scores table here. Got some tape on his elbow, so he can come in and take Wilson's spot. But even 2 quick fouls for Wilson like that, it's almost, if Walker gets 2 quick fouls, you're going to have to go into the bench deeper as well. You don't just have Wilson. So as it might not seem like a lot right now, just because he's off the bench, it can hurt them if Walker gets into foul trouble as well.
So Kelson to come in for Foster.
We were only class 5 back then.
Second free throw from McKnight will roll in. These rims here at the pit seem to be a little more stiff than usual. Don't have much give to them.
Well, that's what comes with an older gym.
And that's really good offense from the Bulldogs. Quick 3 passes. Combs screened by McKnight. Oh my goodness. Couldn't hit, tipped around to the hands of Flint. Flint gets him to jump. He'll go for 2.
A good move from Flint inside, even though he's a bit shorter compared to everyone else in there. Jumps up for the rebound, puts someone in the air, and then that's just too easy for him.
3-pointer, no, off, rebounded by Randy Flint, but swatted away by Pittman.
Good hustle from Pittman there.
And it will stay with Central. A great hustle play by Sanford, and this Central Bulldogs team is all over the place right now.
Yeah, it's just good hustle everywhere. I mean, you can tell that they're into this game right now. They want to win. It's not like they're down by a lot, only 4. They can easily come back into this one.
Wide open for 3. No, that was Devin Sanford, the senior. He is also a deep shooting threat too. If he gets hot, it can get ugly real fast.
Yeah, him, Pittman, Epps. I mean, Walker, really this whole team, it seems like, can shoot. So Nixa is going to have to step up on all of them and not just give up any easy shots.
Charge will be called on Randy Flint. A little too much shoulder down there.
And we were talking about the hustle, but there, it's him putting his body on the line. Great play inside, takes the charge. And gets the foul called on Randy Flint.
So McKnight will come out. That will bring Meltebarger, and that's to be an interesting matchup here between Meltebarger and Walker. Donovan Martin in for the Bulldogs. Foul, now with the second foul be called on Flint, and that is crucial.
Flint gets into foul trouble some games, doesn't. It's kind of every other game it seems like, but lately he's been on a streak of being able to stay in, but they're going to have to take him out now for Foster, which his defensive presence that he brings, it's just too much, I feel like. And you just can't ignore it. Him being out of the game just hurts this Eagles team so much, I feel like.
Bulldogs were recently in Class 6, but have now gone down to Class 5 after going to the Final Four last year. So no longer in the same district as the Eagles. But now they're in the COC. Long 3, no good, rebounded by Flint. And the Central Bulldogs team's taking a lot of 3-pointers, but just not many are falling so far. Meltebarger out to Kevon Flint. Kevon Flint will pull the trigger. Rims in and out. That's what I was saying. Those rims pretty stiff there.
Yeah, that was a good shot from Flint. Dead on, just unlucky there on the shot.
Kellis in for the first time. Travel will be called on Walker. Cole McCoy, who provided a spark in the Kickapoo game. I feel like he's been getting the eye of Lance a little bit more recently.
I mean, I've been saying it all year to you and Brady Rito, and I think Colt McCoy should have been getting more minutes from the around halfway through the season. I mean, I think in the JV games he shows what he can do, even if it's less competition. He dominates them then, his size and athleticism, and he's been getting them lately and able to contribute a whole lot to this team, especially at the biggest stage.
In transition, Epps pull up 3. No good, rebounded by Combs. Triton Jackson on the floor for the Bulldogs now. He left in the first quarter of the JV game with an apparent ankle injury, but seems to be good to go for the varsity game. Meltebarger, deep 3, and just like I said, those rims do not give at all.
Yeah, Jackson, good to be in the game. I was talking to him there in between. He had a sprained ankle, so he said he's going to play through it, going to try to be okay, but special moment for him. It's his birthday today, so.
Against his former team as well, former Eagle.
Yeah, so seems like once in a blue moon moment for him.
So 11-7, Eagles lead the Bulldogs. As Combs will sub out. Now we're going to see Vincent come in.
We got McKnight back in too on Walker instead of Meltebarger.
McKnight back in. Meltebarger will be guarding Triton Jackson now. Sanford in. Finds a wide open Walker for 2. And a beautiful slam there from the senior as he had just reached the 1,000-point mark a couple games ago.
And a beautiful slam, but I mean, a better pass inside. Got the defense to draw. I think they thought it was a shot, which is put it over the heads of all of them to a cutting Walker. And that's just too easy of a dunk for him.
McKnight tripped and fell, find Vincent. Kept his pivot foot down, 35 seconds left. Kellis, top of the key, guarded by Epps. Now to McKnight. McKnight driving, trying to use his body, can't. Give back to Vincent. Now Kevon Foot. Kevon Foot driving, through contact, can't finish. Foul will be called in the putback. McKnight trying to argue that he was shooting. Instead, it will stay on the ground. 23 seconds left. Eagles might be trying to score here, and it's been a really low-scoring first quarter here. They might be trying to hold out for the last shot.
Yeah, and it's not like the teams are just playing amazing defense and not getting shots up. It's just the fact that they're not able to knock them down. I mean, Central's gotten lots of open looks on the three-point line, but just haven't been able to hit them.
20 seconds. Kevon Foot, guarded by Sanford. Kellis now by Martin. 10 seconds. Kellis going to work. Pulls the trigger. Can't hit it. Rebound Vincent. 4 seconds. Tipped around Walker. In the hands of Flint. At the buzzer. Can't fall. And oh my goodness. A series of opportunities, but they cannot convert. 11-9 to score. And I mean, what was seen in those last 2 minutes for the Eagles there?
I think you said it there. They missed opportunities. I mean, Kellis three-pointer open for him. I mean, usually he hits that, but you can't knock them. Not everyone makes every three they shoot, but those putbacks there, you've got to make those. You get 3 attempts at it and just can't make a single one. I feel like that's a momentum shifter, and especially in the end of the quarter where you're leading. I just think you got to have those, especially in those moments.
And a crucial end to the first quarter. Now I think we're going to see Randy Flint check back in here. You got to have those easy buckets there. I mean, they had 2 opportunities. And I think that's what the frustrated look on head coach Brock Blance's face was about him, and they had the opportunities. And Central's going to start making shots at some point, so you got to take advantage right now.
Of the Nixa bench, can we please give a warm welcome to Mr. Art Haynes?
And now with Flint back in the game, you get that defense back that you're missing, especially with Vincent as well. So coming out with a very defensive lineup.
Very sports legend Art Haynes in the house for tonight. And as the PA announcer said, it must be a big game if Art Haynes isn't in attendance. Alongside Wyatt Wheeler. Bunch of cameras on the baselines here. So Randy Flynn will hand off to Vincent. Now to Combs. Meltebarger. Back out Combs. He thought about it. He'll drive. Pull up. Blocked by Walker. And his wingspan is unreal, but immediately taken away by Randy Flint. Flint's tripped up, and he'll
And you say his wingspan's unreal, but so is Flint's. I mean, did you see how high that ball was in the air? And he goes up and just snatches it down. But Walker is just, I think he's going to be the X factor in this game. Even with Epps' scoring ability, Walker just, he's got such a size advantage on McKnight, I feel like. And with how the game went last year, it might be the same this year.
Meltebarger pull-up jumper from the free throw line's no good. That'll be a foul on Vincent. Those are just fouls you can't be committing. I mean, every foul is so precious right now considering you already have 2 players in foul trouble.
Yeah, Vincent, you said it right there. You just don't have to commit it. Just get back on defense, go up your team in the half court, but there, foul called, and it's just them one step closer to the bonus.
11-9 Eagles lead. Epps skip pass to Pittman inside Walker. Walker gets it stripped away by Combs in transition, wide open. Combs gets Epps to jump. What a move there by Jace Combs. And Martin can't finish in transition.
I didn't want to interrupt you because so much was happening. But like you said, good move from Combs on the other end. Saw Epps coming and just took a stutter step and stayed on that right foot longer than he usually would have and got him to jump. Left him wide open.
McKnight a deep 2. Can't hit, rebound Meltebarger off of the foot of Martin. They'll stay with the Eagles. That's when dodgeball comes into factor. I mean, if you're good at dodgeball, I mean, it's a game you're willing to play there. As Martin tried to get out of the way, but couldn't.
Yeah, good heads-up play from Meltebarger as well, noticing the moment where he was on the court.
Flint has to go up to Vincent. Vincent over to McKnight. McKnight yet to score so far. Out to Meltebarger, tipped around by Holland. Randy Flint now holding up. He'll pull up from the top of the key. Can't hit. Rebound by Epps.
I mean, if they're going to leave Randy that open, why would he not pull it? It's been great shooting from three-point recently.
Pittman can't hit. Rebound McKnight. And now they're going to see who they're going to charge that foul to. They're going to give it. They said 20. No, I think he meant 24.
Yeah, there's not a 20 on the court.
And that needs to be cleared up because that's crucial.
Yeah. Especially later in the game, if someone maybe fouls out, then I guess it'll just go as a ghost foul right now. They're not fixing it.
I mean, if you're, yeah, they're trying to figure that out. I think the scorer of Nixa just found out that. We're going to have to figure that out. But right now, McKnight over to Kevon Flint. Now Meltebarger. Combs wide open, deep 3. Oh my goodness. Red hot.
Man, is he on fire. They need to start stepping out on him because right there just leaves them too much space.
Walker tries to respond. Off the back iron, rebounded by Randy Flint. Flint in transition. Over to Kevon Flint. Pass it off to McKnight. And charge will be called. I couldn't see.
Yeah, that was a good call there. Walker wasn't fazed by the pass, didn't jump at it or anything, just stood there like a wall. And you just charge us right into him.
And that's Flint's second personal, Kevon Flint. So both Flints combining for 4 fouls now. Eagles lead by 7. Epps guarded by Kevon Flint. Epps working, driving, and can't finish at the rim.
They need to get Epps going. He's got 0 points right now, almost halfway through the second quarter. He's averaging around 15 to 20 range this season. He needs to get going.
McKnight putting the body down, pump faking, back out to Kevon Flint.
And I mean, that's how you play McKnight down low. He pump fakes a bunch trying to draw fouls, but you can just stand there and keep your hands up.
So they did end up charging that first foul to Walker. So now it'll be the second. So now both centers for Central in a little bit of foul trouble early. Knight to the line to shoot 2. He's already 2 for 2 today.
Yeah, and looking down the roster, I mean, the only one that matches their size is number 35, John Tadlock.
Foster back in the game alongside Jackson and Pittman. And now Eagles are going to, the Bulldogs are going to go with no center set here. So now if you're McKnight, you're going to have to figure out how to get some points on the board. Walker's on the bench.
Yeah, and this really clears up the inside game as well for Central, because without a center inside kind of clogging the paint, if you run 5 out and you can get some movement and some drives inside, that'll help you a bunch.
Foster with the lockdown D on Sanford. The Eagles' defense has been spectacular. They just can't score right now.
Yeah, and Combs really has been their main source of scoring. He's got 10 of their 18. I mean, without him, they'd be losing right now. So someone else needs to start stepping up and going to get some buckets.
Foster to Kellis. Now Combs. Flint can't finish. Back out to Kellis. Kellis driving. Now McKnight. McKnight off the glass for 2. And now, as we're saying, now there's no big. McKnight's going to have to use his size. Epps blocked.
I think Epps could have just laid that one up there, but going for the highlight reel play cost him.
Ooh, McKnight. And it will be Eagles basketball. Gritty defense for the Eagles so far as they're up 11 with the ball.
This is what I was saying in the pregame show. If this Central team doesn't start off hot, then it kind of screws them for the rest of the game. So they need to get something going in the last 3 minutes. So play some defense. Don't let Nixa score and start scoring on offense.
Flint in the corner to McKnight. Timeout called by Coach Blansett. And if I'm not mistaken, Central has not scored in the second quarter.
This will be a full 60 seconds.
20 to 9 is the score as we take a full timeout. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back. We're back here, a 9-0 run to start the second quarter for the Eagles. 20 to 9 is the score. Eagles basketball. Flint inside to Foster. 3 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Foster wide open. Off the glass, no good. Rebound by Kellis.
I think that was one of those instances where you're just surprised to be that wide open. Foster wasn't expecting it, and just kind of lights were too bright for him.
Blansett not very happy with that possession there. Foster goes 0 for 2. Foul will be called on Flint, and that's Flint's third now.
Pretty obvious.
So they're going to have to put in Vincent now because Flint, the brothers are in foul trouble. both of 2 or 3, so.
And that's huge because Flint has done a great job on Epps so far. And they're going to charge Foster with the foul.
Yeah, he was just riding on Pittman there, holding his arm.
Epps searching. Pass up top to Sanford. Sanford driving on Combs. Now Pittman. That's Foster's second and another foul called. These fouls are getting really ticky-tacky.
Yeah, but I think I agree with that one there. He just bumped his back while he was going in. He was already past him and just gave him a little bump. It's kind of unnecessary.
So now you have Foster with 2, Randy Flint with 2, Kevon Flint with 3.
These Nixa guards are in foul trouble.
So that cuts the lead to 8.
All you got is Vincent with 1 that's not in foul trouble, but the rest of them, I mean, might look to
Central trying to trap. Vincent wide open. He'll get it up to Combs. Combs, step back 3. Hits it. 23-12. Epps, he'll try to respond. Hits it again. 23-15, and now Keon Epps starting to heat up. Stripped away by Jackson. 23-17.
And I can just feel the momentum shifting in here. Everyone's standing. It is loud.
Kellis. Foul will be called on the Bulldogs.
But, I mean, Combs has just been the only source of offense for this Eagles team, I feel like. 13 of their 23. Someone else needs to come in and make a difference because this Central team is getting hot as a team, defensively and offensively. And the same needs to happen with this Eagles team.
First free throw is good for Kellis. And now you're going to have to start looking down the bench to Owen Seitz as he's the only guard left you have.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. He's the only guard that isn't in foul trouble other than Wyatt Vincent.
25-17. Epps working on Vincent. To the corner, swinging around Sanford. Can't hit. Now Pittman with the rebound. Step back 3. Hits it. 25-20.
And he misses the one before, but gets it right back and shoots another one. Ginormous shot.
Taken away. And it'll be Eagles basketball.
I think he was trying to avoid the charge there. Just fell off the fingertips, but smart take there in my opinion, not getting the foul.
Combs. 1 minute remaining in the half. Kellis up top. Driving, has a lane. Swatted away, McKnight gets it taken away by Jackson. Martin in transition, can't finish. Up ahead to McKnight. Gets a man to leave him and he'll finish for 2.
And that miss from Martin is huge. 2 huge blocks on the other end, and they can get even more momentum than they already have on the layup, but he just smokes it.
Pittman can't finish, tipped around. Martin, now Pittman again. Some really fast basketball being played by both teams here. Epps, and 1. Now that's Foster's third.
And
they're going to give it to Vincent there, luckily.
And Vincent with 2, every guard besides Seitz with 2 or 3. I think if I'm Coach Blance, I legitimately look down towards Owen Seitz, the only guard that's not in foul trouble.
Rebound by McKnight, and Jackson has been making his name known in this game.
Yeah, they hit that steal on Foster that really sparked this scoring for the Bulldogs in this final 3 minutes.
8 seconds inside McKnight. by Jackson. Through some contact, can't finish. Kellis out of nowhere for the buzzer beating 2. 29-22 as both teams head into the locker room. An electric first half. Expect another one in the second. We'll be right back. We're back here, 29-22. Eagles lead the Bulldogs on the road, but it wasn't without interesting into that first half, and it seemed to be all Central, and Eagles have a lot to figure out before they step on the court in 50 seconds.
Yeah, but before we talk about the Eagles, I want to talk about this Bulldogs team. I think the vibe in this whole gym would be way different if Donovan Martin didn't smoke that layup there at the end of the first half. They had 2 huge blocks on the other end and then wide open layup. I mean, it's a wide open layup. You hit that 99% of the time, but just can't make that one there. So I think it's a whole different ball game, but I like what I saw from Central at the end of that first half. It felt to me like they were playing more as a team and not just ISO basketball. And it was working, but on Nix's end, someone else has got to get involved other than number 11, Jace Combs. He's got 13 points right now. Next highest, I think, is 8 from Adam McKnight. So someone else has got to step up and take a lead role on the team, as well as the foul trouble with the guards. If I'm Coach Blance, they start picking up a little more. I may be looking down at Owen Seitz there at the end of the bench.
So Bulldogs will start with their starters in. Eagles will have Kellis in for replacement of Flint. That's the only substitution. Bulldogs basketball to start. Pittman bringing it up here. Guarded by Kellis. Epps guarded by Randy Flint. Inside to Walker. He'll finish for 2.
Good look inside from Epps. Shook off the defender there. I thought he was going to shoot it, honestly, but feeds it inside to Walker, and they're going to need him to stay out of foul trouble.
Kellis gets it stripped away. Sanford saves it, and it'll be Eagles basketball. Kellis inside to Randy Flint here. Randy Flint will run the point. McKnight. Fading. Can't hit it. And it'll be Bulldogs basketball. I just think that wasn't the shot there. I think McKnight had an open man in the corner.
Yeah, I mean, that was McKnight's shot last year, but this year we just haven't seen a lot from him. He's been working more inside with bully ball, and there, like you said, wide open man in the corner. I think he could have kicked that one out.
So Epps will pull up. No, he'll pass it off to Pittman. Pittman going to work on Kellis. And now that foul on Kellis. And we'll cut the lead to 3.
I mean, just simple hesitation for Pittman just shakes up this whole Eagles defense, and no one wanted to guard him, it looked like, anymore. And everyone was confused. Kellis eventually got on him, but he was too late, and then he fouls him going to the hole. Now I can cut it to 2. Just can't have a miscommunication like that.
Pittman at the line to shoot 2. Excuse me, 1. Free throw will rim in. 2-point lead for the Eagles. But all momentum is favoring the Bulldogs. Foster over to Randy Flint. Flint back to Kellis. Now Flint has a lane. He'll take it and finish for 2.
And he uses the hezzy there as well. Gets the whole defense to freeze and takes it right up with the lane that he created from the move.
Epps puts his shoulder down and finishes for 2.
And that's that pace I'm talking about. He puts the shoulder down, all these, makes the space, but he doesn't speed himself up. Just keeps his flow and goes right into the floater.
Foster in the corner. Gets a man to jump. Passes off to McKnight. McKnight now double teamed. He'll finish through some contact, but he'll get blocked. Bulldogs with a chance to tie or take the lead. Pittman. Flint guarding Epps. Screen by Walker. Step back. Pittman. Rebounded by McKnight, and I think this place would have erupted.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing.
Kevon Flint back to the scorer's table now. McKnight to Kellis, swatted away by Holland. Tie game.
And And it's just hustle, I feel like, from this Bulldogs team. They're not doing anything fancy on defense. They're just playing their hearts out right now and getting to the spot before everyone else. And that's another one right there.
And now Foster will get called for a charge. It'll be his third. Meltzberger coming for Foster. We have 6 on the court. And Foster doesn't know that he's off. Tie ball game. 31-31. We'll be right back. Tie ball game here at the pit. Starting 5 minus Foster in for the Eagles as Meltzberger's in replacement of him after he's got his third. So Bulldogs basketball, chance to take the lead for the first time today. Epps, the ball now. Guarded by Randy Flint. Lob to Walker. 33-31, Bulldogs lead.
I think all eyes were on Epps there, that just Walker got lost on the backside of the defense and he was wide open for the lob. Epps just draws so much attention.
Randy Flint for the lead.
And I mean, they're leaving him open like he just has the worst jump shot on the planet. You got to step up on Flint. He's able to shoot.
Sanford tries to respond but can't. Foul will be called on Walker, his third.
And yeah, some contact there, but I think in the situation of this game, I mean, for the COC title, I almost just let him play there.
34-33, Eagles lead. Bringing the ball up now is Flint, the man who just gave the Eagles the lead once again. Combs, guarded by Epps. Swatted away. Epps in transition. And he is just so explosive.
And someone's got to step in front of him. I mean, it looked like just no one wanted to try to guard him there and just ran right past him.
35-34. McKnight. Foul will be called as Meltzberger had hit it. And now you're kind of wishing the foul wasn't called.
It's going to be called on Holland, so sure all Central fans and coaching staff are holding their breath. That wasn't on Walker.
Martin will come in for Holland. Meltzberger left untouched in the inbounds play but couldn't finish.
He's played so well recently. We'd like for him to hit that.
Epps screened by Sanford. Now Epps on. Now Keybon, and foul will be called. And I just think that's all ball there.
Yeah, I agree. I think he got all ball. I mean, he was behind them. I see them call a lot of fouls just because you're behind someone and hacking at them, but he literally had all ball there. I think that's almost a jump ball before anything.
First free throw good, extends the lead to 2, the highest lead of the day for the Bulldogs.
But you see on that drive how he just went from 0 to nothing just in a snap of your fingers. It's just crazy how quick he can speed up like that, and it makes him so hard to guard as a player.
37-34, largest lead of the day for the Bulldogs. Randy Flint bringing it up. Going to work, back out to Combs. McKnight inside Meltzberger. Meltzberger puts his shoulder down, finishes for 2. And that's a mismatch you can't have because Martin's going to lose that battle 99% of the time.
Yeah, and I think that's why he tried to draw the charge there because he knew he didn't have a chance.
Epps can't finish. Martin, his second personal. And that might help the Bulldogs a little bit because that gives them a chance to get their defense set. Because they were without Epps there, and Martin was trailing too.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking transition take, but I don't think he did it on purpose necessarily, so.
McKnight pulls up, can't hit, rebound by Sanford. Martin. Walker. 39-36.
I mean, amazing pass from Martin inside to a cutting Walker, and that's a showstopper there.
Taken away Epps in transition. Timeout taken by Nixa. 5-point Bulldogs lead. We'll be right back. (41-36). Bulldogs lead the Eagles after an electric start to the second half for the home team. Kevon Flint.
And this Nixa team just needs to slow down on offense. It looks like they're getting sped up and telegraphing their passes everywhere, and that's what's helping them get these steals. They just need to slow down, play as a team like they usually do.
McKnight finishes through contact but can't fall. They'll stay with the Eagles.
Walker's just been rock solid down low ever since he's got those 2 fouls. He's made sure he's not gotten any more and been able to contain McKnight.
Combs guarded by Epps. Combs has been pretty quiet. Meltzberger can't handle the basketball. Now to Randy Flint. Inside McKnight. Back out Meltzberger. Tie. No, not tie game. Sorry, I thought it was 3-point. Man, a great shot there. Meltzberger cuts it to 2. Sanford over to Epps, and it'll be. Whoa, no one even touched that.
And I'm going to be honest, I can't see it from my angle.
Eagles basketball. Kevon Flint bringing it up here. Combs.
Looking like a lot of standing around from this Nixa offense. Someone's got to get moving.
No bigs on the floor for Central. McKnight gets it on rebound, finishes through contact, and 1.
And I don't know if I agree.
Triton Jackson got all arm there.
Well, it just called it so late.
I think if you have to
that's what I was saying. I don't
long,
agree that you call it that late. It just.
Yeah, it definitely was a foul, but
if you're gonna call the foul, call it
and
when
the
it
wrong
happens.
ref called it too.
Yeah.
It should have been the baseline one, but
I think that's what the Central crowd is arguing, that he's so far away, how can you even see it?
McKnight's free throw no good, tipped around, and McKnight didn't know that it was off of Pittman, but Eagles have it nonetheless. Randy Flint over to Combs. Combs can't hit, rebound Meltzberger. Back out once again. McKnight wide open. Fouled again and one. Adam McKnight. And that will be Walker's fourth.
And what a finish from McKnight. Walker tried to stay straight up and not get the foul, but McKnight went right into him and drawed it.
Free throw will rattle in. Eagles lead by 3. Walker will come out. In will come Wilson. And this is the exact same thing we saw last time we saw Central play in NIT against Marquette, is when Walker comes out, it becomes a problem on the floor.
Yeah, just the inside game just kind of goes away for them. They can't, their main source of rebounding just isn't there anymore.
And Block will be calling McKnight, the right call there for sure.
And I think when he's out, I mean, Holland only 6'4", but I mean, he's the same height as McKnight, so he can challenge him down low. Especially, we know he can jump, as he did in the dunk contest.
Had too much of a shuffle of the feet by McKnight there. Like I said, that was on the ground. Holland's up top, 28 seconds left. That's McKnight's fourth, too, apparently. I thought it was his third. Jump ball. It'll be Eagles basketball. And I don't think they know, they have McKnight with 4 fouls, but I think he has 3.
But McKnight with 4, I don't think Blancett knows he has 4. I think that's what you were saying there, so. I mean, I think that's what Coach Epps was trying to tell his team. I mean, go after McKnight, get him out of this game.
Eagles lead by 5. Epps, half court, buzzer beater won't fall. And that's how the third quarter ends. A great third quarter, 46-41. We'll be right back. So we're back here, and an argument going on at the scores table, as we talked about before. McKnight was listed with 4 fouls. They put it back to 2, and now they're trying to figure out how many fouls he has.
Well, I think he should have 3. And
I thought he had 3.
I don't think you take 2 away whenever they're arguing about getting 1 extra.
So they're going to put 2 fouls on McKnight now. So that's very helpful for the Eagles. So Epps, guarded by Kevon Flint. Epps gets it stripped away. Into the hands of Randy Flint in transition. Combs has Meltebarger. He'll pass it up. 48-41.
I mean, this Central team needs Walker back in this game.
Timeout Central.
Nope, never mind. He thought a timeout was called, but one wasn't called.
No timeout.
And like you mentioned, they really need Bryce Walker in this game.
Bench warning.
Yeah, his defense on McKnight was so well for so long, and then his rebounding as well. And I mean, Epps just looks fed up right now if you look at him with everything that's going on. He thinks McKnight should have 4, and then that timeout kind of just slows his team down.
Epps gives it up to Pittman. Pittman driving. Finds a wide open Brody Holland for 2.
And good vision from Pittman, driving inside. I mean, it looked like there's nothing there. I thought he was going to have to swing it back outside, but Holland just gets lost in the backside. He's wide open.
Kevon Flint only has 2 points on the day. Inside to McKnight. McKnight going to go to work on Wilson.
Got to put his hands up.
Foul will be called on Holland for the swipe. I still have contact, but I don't know who they charge. I don't even know how you just charge it to at that point.
Yeah, because the guy from the back called it, and I just don't know how you see that. Almost just don't call anything.
Combs hands it off to Flint. Eagles lead by 5. Combs coming off an off-ball screen by McKnight. Combs working over to Flint. Kevon Flint slowing it down. Over to Randy Flint. That was tipped away. Meltebarger with a great backdoor cut and finishing for 2.
Like you said, great backdoor cut from Meltebarger. Notice the defense fell asleep, so just took what they gave him.
Epps over to Sanford. Sanford pull-up jumper. Foul will be called. Now Sanford will line to shoot 2.
There's a lot of contact down low, too, before that.
McKnight lost his footing, which sent over Wilson. And if you caught the end of it, you might look like it was intentional, but yeah. I think they were just all slipping and falling down there. First free throw from Sanford is good, cuts lead to 6. So Walker will come in now. Now this is really risky for Jordan Epps here, but he has got to stop this Eagles offense right now and at least give Wilson a breather if Walker gets his 5th.
Yeah, and I'm sure Blanchett knows this, so they're going to try to just go at Walker and make him foul. But he knows he's a smart player. He's playing with 3 all game and just got his 4th.
So Kevon Flint guarded by Sanford. Now over to Meltebarger. Now Randy Flint. Kevon Flint had the shot, but then it was quickly taken away. Randy Flint inside McKnight. And McKnight was fouled by about 2 different Bulldogs there. But they're going to say no foul. It will be Eagles basketball. I thought there was a foul and it was off McKnight. But they're going to say we're going to flip both those. Meltebarger wide open. 52-45. And he's just been the difference maker so far. And they didn't see it. A bad pass there. Meltebarger full of line.
And I don't know if that's a bad pass from Central or he just wasn't paying attention.
Kevon Flint pump fakes. Eagles basketball. And Walker dove I think if Walker doesn't dive there, they give it to the Bulldogs there.
Yeah, but I think they just assumed he touched it.
And Pittman, you can't go in smacking like that. It's going to get fouled every time.
Yeah, even if you hit all ball, it just looks like to the ref that you're just going and reaching and smacking him. So.
Randy Flint has to get it in. Timeout call by Blanchett to save that. And now that will be his 4th. And, Central is still yet to use one.
They used one at the beginning. Oh no, they called it off. That's whenever. Yeah.
So 52-45, and Blaine Meltebarger's been the total difference maker in this one so far. In this 4th quarter, I should say.
Yeah, they just lost him, it feels like, on that inbound, that backdoor cut. They just forget he's there, and he gets these little open shots that help him a bunch, or that help the team. And they're just wide open shots, too. I mean, three-pointers you get lost. I mean, he has a chance to miss it, but you know he's not going to miss that wide open layup.
So a 7-point Eagles lead. And this game has just been so back and forth. But right now, all the momentum seems to be with Nixa as they have the ball here, with a chance to go up 10 if they hit a three. So Randy Flint to bring it in. Combs, Meltebarger, McKnight, and Kevon Flint on the floor for the Eagles right now.
Defense.
Randy Flint to Meltebarger, right back to Randy Flint. McKnight to Meltebarger. Hand off to Flint. Meltebarger out Combs. Combs guarded by Epps. Randy Flint taking his time. Into the hands of Kevon Flint now as Sanford was diving.
And there shows the hustle that they had at the end of that second going into the third. I think they need to bring some of that back, as they were up by 6, now down by 7. They need to get back into this one quick.
Flint fading away, can't hit it.
I just don't think they can have these standing around possessions like right now. They got to get to the rim and score quick.
Epps with a great finish at the rim.
That right there is what they needed. Epps gets the ball, goes to the hole quickly. It's his easy points. It's what he's been doing all game. He's got 15. I mean, I think they just need to keep riding him into the end of this game. Ride the hot hand.
McKnight.
Walker's got to be careful.
Wide open Meltebarger, and he has been left untouched recently.
I just think Pittman was scared of Walker getting a foul up there, so he went to help him, and that left Meltebarger wide open.
Walker blocked by McKnight, but foul will be called.
I don't know. It looked like he hit all ball right there.
I think it was his hand.
His
the bottom hand, yeah.
Yeah, and he might have been in his quote-unquote landing zone is what they say, if you don't give him a space to land.
And they're just realizing that McKnight had 4.
I think he should have 4 right now. I don't know why they took 2 off earlier. I thought he had 3.
Now that I think about it, I think he may have had 2, but all I know is he didn't have 4 at that point.
Yeah.
First free throw from Walker, no good. And Walker's been just getting banged up in this game. And he fell earlier right here where he scraped his elbow. And then the second one, he hurt his back. Right now, with the free throw to cut the lead to 6 here. He hits it.
And Walker's played well this game besides his fouls. But here they're going to take him out. And I assume they'll put him in just around a minute, so he'll be back in no time. But just so he doesn't foul on defense.
So Kevon Flint guarded by Devin Sanford. Flint slowing down. Flint over to Meltebarger. Now Randy Flint, back out Meltebarger, now Combs. Combs guarded by Epps. Combs finding a way through and finishing. Leads to 8 now, and it'll be Eagles basketball.
It just feels like so many of those mistakes have happened those games that you just can't have, and they're just piling up right now, and that's why they're losing by 8. It's always on those fast breaks. They seem to overthrow each other. Something bad happens, like that one off the face they had earlier.
McKnight, guarded by Jackson, coming through, can't finish, tipped around to the hands of Pittman. Jackson held his ground there.
Yeah, but McKnight, it's obvious height advantage. I mean, he got well over him. I think he's got a score there.
Martin over to Sanford. Now Martin in the corner. He'll pull the trigger. Can't hit, rebound, Meltebarger. Near the 2-minute mark here.
I was just going to say 2 minutes left almost. It seems like they've been at 8 for forever. They've got to go score, Central.
And Meltebarger is nearing 20 points right now. Timeout called by Jordan Epps. I mean, Lane Meltebarger is just taking over this game one bucket at a time. He's at 17, Combs with 15. McKnight showing the way with 11. We'll be back. (58-48). Eagles lead the Bulldogs here with 2 minutes remaining. Bulldogs need a stop as Walker comes back here into the game.
Central's got to score quickly. They got to get a drive to the basket.
Epps can't finish. Rebounded by Combs.
And 4 gray jerseys, 1 white jersey trying to rebound that shot, and the one trying to rebound is who shot it. They've got to get in there and try to rebound.
Eagles have got to slow it down right now. They've been have the ability to hold the ball over about 30 seconds possession, but right now they're playing really fast. And I feel like they should just be slowing the ball down. Epps waits, and he had Pittman wide open in the corner. Now Sanford's in the drive. Blocked by Flint. Kevon Flint in transition. Goes up, past Martin, and one! Kevon Flint!
And I think what got the foul there is him creating the contact, goes straight into Martin, gets the foul, and then it's just a wide open layup after that because Martin was already off of him. Clutch from Kevon Flint.
Flint, free throw, won't fall, tipped around into the hands of Combs. And travel will be called. I was looking away, so I didn't see what happened.
He dragged his pivot.
12-point Eagles lead. Epps, deep 2, can't hit, rebound, Flint. I mean, Epps has had a quiet 15.
Yeah, he's played well this game, just down the stretch here, just hasn't been able to hit some shots. Wish he could.
Stay with the Eagles now. 53 seconds left. Eagles lead by 12.
It's crazy to me how Central is so high, and then Walker goes out of the game, and Nixa just storms right back and takes a 12-point lead.
Foul will be called there. The Epps second. Now we're getting to the fouling game. People start to hit the exits, try to beat traffic now.
They're going to take Walker out so Jackson can foul instead of him.
They're going to try to guard McKnight.
For those of you that want to get out a little faster, be aware of our original large exit on the far side. That'll take you down to Jefferson Street, the Central Avenue to your left, and the big parking lot to your right.
Meltzberger to the line to shoot 2. First free throw won't go. Vincent will come in for Combs.
And coming in for Nixa, number 24, Wyatt Vincent.
Meltzberger will make the second. 12-point Eagles lead. Epps working fast. Hits the three-pointer. And now that will cut the game to 9. Epps with some words for Flint there. The exchange.
And I know they're still down 9, but I mean, huge shot from Epps. It gives them a chance to come back into this game, and that was a tough shot, hand directly in his face.
So they're gonna. Did they give them a 2 or what? Ten-point Eagles lead. 33 seconds remaining in the fourth. I think there's a scoring issue here.
Seems to have happened a lot this game. I was thinking the same thing, though. I thought Knicks had one more point than they had on the scoreboard.
So Horn will foul. That'll be his 3rd personal. Meltzberger's first will fall. He's at 18 points right now, and he's just been so spectacular. And today it was without the 3-point shot. Usually that's been hidden, but today he's been doing really good work inside.
Yeah, and I think it's 19 actually. They added his point from the free throw to the score, but not his point total up there.
Rebound McKnight. This jump will be called.
Yeah, it just seemed like they were wrestling for the ball there.
Now on the game, the Central number 2, Trenton Jackson, and number 23, Tayshawn Clark.
Up top to McKnight, and now will get fouled.
Honestly, I'm surprised the Central team has been fouling McKnight, though, to shoot these free throws, considering his track record on them, has been able to hit them.
He's gotten
at a high
lot
level.
better this year, though, I feel like he's gotten better, and I feel like he's getting up there with everyone else right now. He also takes a lot more attempts than everyone else does, so his percentages may not line up with everybody, but he's taking a lot of free throws a game.
Yeah, he's gotten better, but I mean, I think Meltzberger's a better free throw shooter than him. But right there, you can see the progress, 2 for 2. And I think throughout the year, he's gotten better as well.
The 13-point lead. Excuse me, yes, for the Eagles. Epps can't finish. And it will stay with Central. 18 seconds left. Walker can't hit. Rebound Combs. And they're not going to foul now. Combs has they got to cross the timeline though. And that's how it will end. The streak continues. Eagles take over the pit and win by 13. February 4th, 2020 is the last time the Eagles lost the Central Ozark Conference game. And that streak lives on. We will see you guys next week against Ozark.